Making the grade tonight this week, State Superintendent Ryan Walters plans to overhaul what students learn about history and social studies.
And he's bringing some controversial out-of-state conservative activists to help out. News 4's Spencer Humphrey spoke to a lawmaker and a former teacher who says this is only going to hurt Oklahoma schools.
Yeah, well, simply put, they say this would do the exact opposite of what Walters is claiming and actually add political bias to social studies curriculum while likely driving more teachers away from Oklahoma.
It's just going to cause a lot more problems. We're going to have more lawsuits.
That was Republican State Rep Mark McBride's takeaway when he finished reading this news release from State Superintendent Ryan Walters announcing a complete overhaul of Oklahoma's social studies standards. Walters saying he wanted these new standards to eliminate DEI and indoctrination, incorporate the Bible as an instructional resource, and to ensure social studies reflect accuracy and not political slanted viewpoints. But then he went on to list out people he'd chosen to make up what he described as an A-list executive review committee to draw up those new standards. One of them is Dennis Prager, the founder of PragerU, a media group that makes history education videos from the point of a conservative worldview. Their video titles range from "Was the Civil War About Slavery?" to "The Inconvenient Truth About the Democratic Party." Another man Walters tapped to create the new, not politically slanted teaching standards is Kevin Roberts. Roberts is president of the conservative think tank The Heritage Foundation and an instrumental author of the group's Project 2025 plan, a set of far-right policy recommendations they would like to see enacted should a Republican take the White House by next year. Comments Roberts made on a podcast last week caught attention when he said, "We are in the process of the Second American Revolution, which will remain bloodless if the left allows it to be."
That's kind of some scary stuff. We talk about not wanting to have an agenda and no indoctrination, but this is the flip side of that. You don't want this woke indoctrination, but it's okay for this kind of indoctrination.
Having a team of national political activists with few or no ties to Oklahoma to write Oklahoma curriculum would be a first for the Oklahoma State Department of Education.
Traditionally, when any type of standards are going in for review, is that we are using our Oklahoma educators, the subject area experts, when it comes to the curriculum.
Gina Nelson is a former Oklahoma State Teacher of the Year. She also ran against Ryan Walters as a Democrat in the 2022 general election.
As someone who taught middle school and high school for 17 years, we were focused on making sure that our students were taken care of. We were making sure that we were teaching to the standards.
McBride says ultimately those standards would have to be approved by the legislature in order to actually be enacted. But if they do end up getting passed, Nelson believes Oklahoma's massive teacher shortage will only get worse.
Teachers are afraid right now. They are afraid of what's coming next.
And something interesting about those current social studies standards that Walters wants to overhaul. He actually served on the committee that helped come up with them and approved them back in 2019. He even wrote a letter to state leaders that year telling them, quote, "I wanted to express my satisfaction with the new social studies standards," and adding, "I am excited about all the improvements."